So, what's really the point of school when a machine knows pretty much everything? That's the big question we're diving into today. We're going to explore how we can and how we must rethink education for this new age of AI. Yeah, this question, it really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? If a machine can know, synthesize, and explain literally anything in a split second, what are we supposed to be teaching our kids? What's left? And here's the fundamental, kind of scary problem. Our schools, for the most part, are still running on a model that was built for the industrial age. They're preparing students for a world that, frankly, has already disappeared. So, where do we even start to find a path forward? Well, I came across this fascinating idea. We're going to stage a little debate through time, putting some of history's greatest thinkers on education in a virtual conversation with today's top tech minds. Okay, for our first matchup, it's a real philosophical duel. In one corner, you've got Aristotle, who believed the whole point of education was to build moral character and virtue. And in the other corner, you have the AI pioneer Andrew Ng, who's all about using AI for personalized, scalable, skills-based learning. This is the classic showdown, character versus computation. This quote just nails the tension between them, right? If an AI can perfectly teach you how to code or solve an equation, what is left for the human teacher to do? It's a challenge to every single educator out there. What's the one human virtue, courage, honesty, empathy, that your subject can grow in a student that a machine just can't touch? Now, let's bring in our next pair for round two. We've got the sci-fi visionary Isaac Asimov. He was convinced that a society that forgets its history, its culture, is absolutely doomed. And he's up against AI expert Kai-Fu Lee, who argues that our entire future now depends on the two things AI can't replicate: genuine creativity and deep compassion. This question completely changes the game for what we value as student work. I mean, if AI can write the essay or paint the picture, what's the point? This question forces us to think, what's the one core human artifact, maybe a handwritten draft, a live debate, a messy first prototype, that you'll protect to show the human cost, the struggle of creation, not just the perfect final product. So you see, these debates, these incredible matchups, they all point to the same conclusion. To really thrive in a world powered by AI, we don't just need some new software in the classroom. We need an entirely new curriculum, a human curriculum. And this, right here, is the core of it. We need to shift from just rewarding the final output to cultivating what we can call irreplaceable human effort. These are the skills that Aristotle and Asimov would totally get. We're talking about judgment, authenticity, empathy, and a real sense of moral responsibility. Okay, that's the big idea. But what does this actually look like in a classroom on a Tuesday morning? Let's get practical. Let's open up the AI-ready playbook. It really boils down to three huge shifts in how we teach. First, we need to go from just asking students to solve the problem to getting them to challenge the premise of the problem itself. Second, we have to move away from our obsession with efficiency and start showing the real value of struggle. And third, we go from just teaching how to code to teaching how to build an ethical protocol around that code. Let's make this super concrete. Here's a classic assignment you've probably seen or even done. Write an essay analyzing the Industrial Revolution. It's a standard task that, let's be honest, an AI could knock out of the park in about 10 seconds, which kind of makes the whole assignment obsolete. But now, check out the new AI-ready way. You ask the student to prompt an AI for two biased histories of that same event, one that makes it sound amazing and one that makes it sound terrible. The student's job isn't to write anymore, it's to investigate. They have to figure out what hidden data, what assumptions the AI used to create those biased views. Just like that, the lesson transforms from simple memorization to critical, algorithmic literacy. And this model works for every single subject. Look at the pattern here. In algebra, you're not just solving for x, you're trying to find where the AI's solution might break. In English class, you're not just analyzing a text, you're defending the irreplaceable human author behind it. Even in PE, the focus isn't just on winning the race, but on the journey of struggle and personal growth. It's a total mindset shift. And all of this, every single piece, leads us to what might be the single most important idea in this whole explainer. It's an idea that basically flips 100 years of educational thinking right on its head. Look, the future of human value isn't about having the right answers. The AI has all the answers.
Our unique, irreplaceable value lies in our judgment, our authenticity, our empathy, and our moral compass. And you can't just download these skills, right? They are forged in the fire of effort and struggle. For generations, we've been taught that struggle is a bad thing, a sign of inefficiency and learning that we should try to eliminate. But we're now realizing that struggle is the very thing that builds the qualities that make us human. The struggle is the lesson. And that leaves all of us with the only question that really matters for the future of education. What will you choose to struggle with?